Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Benedict Point, which is where McKenna told us to go to find Spatchcock, and it looks like he's right over here, so let's go see what this fool's all about.
You called Spatchcock?
Well, who's asking?
Who do you think is asking?
Listen, partner. You stay cool, or I'll cool you down by putting a hole in you.
You been practicing that line all week, fool?
Don't make me come over there and teach you a lesson.
Man, I hope you shoot better than you act tough. That fool really will lose some money. Now get up and fight.
Silas Spatchcock. And luckily we have experience disarming, so this should be pretty easy for us. Guy thinks he's a gunslinger.
Don't kill me! Please! I'm just an actor!
Go back to work then.
Yeah, do what John says. Idiot.
Let's go!
Before we get all the way there, let me just quickly say I did some quick looking up and cross-referencing and found out that there's only 2 movies I think that show within the game. So now that we saw one in the schoolhouse there, we're actually going to save the other movie, which actually they talk about in the paper. I think that's the one they're referring to at the other movie cinema. So we'll be checking that out later, just so you guys know and can prepare for that. I think they're hilarious to watch, so I look forward to seeing that when we get around to it. We are back at the movie schoolhouse, or movie house, schoolhouse, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, it looks like a church, but I actually think it's just a schoolhouse, though. So, yeah, we're back here, so we're going to turn in the deed and let McKenna know that Spatchcock is going to be back to work soon.
I trust the dice played in your favor?
Oh, yes, they did.
Go, be on your way. Another adventure awaits you, I'm sure.
Good luck.
$21, huh? Well, we did make $600 from Liar's Dice alone, so we came out on top. To be simple about it. That actually isn't the entire end of Lights, Camera, Action. We're actually going to see McKenna again later. Much later. So...
Please! It's Herbert Moon! I'm Herbert Moon!
Relax.
Stop him!
You've lost this argument.
quickly get him. What's going on? Sounded like a girl was getting attacked while this was happening too.
That's the spirit that made this country great, Par. He'll taste some armadillo justice for sure. I don't do. Hello.
All right. Well, now that that's done, as that's happened a million times, you would think that he would, you know, purchase like a shotgun or something to protect his shop at this point, but hey, whatever, it's not my shop. I can't tell him what to do. Now that we're actually back in Armadillo and we did a couple of missions and finished up the Lights, Camera, Action mission, I thought we should take the time and actually read the most updated newspaper before we actually continue along with the story, because I think there's one more in Act 1 that shows up before we actually move on to the next act. We read this one we're now on this one, and I think it's going to kind of allude us to events coming. Civil unrest returns to Mexico. General Ignacio Sanchez's government has been quick to downplay reports of civil unrest in several provinces. Although witnesses talk of large-scale rioting, protests, and train hijacking by rebel bands, alongside government death squads and other reports of violent retribution, government officials describe events as little more than small-scale skirmishes between an increasingly confident government and the last vestiges of a rebellion loyal to previous regimes. Dispatches vary widely as to the scale and extent of unrest and as to whether Mexico is moving towards a much-needed period of peace and prosperity or sinking into another era of violent internal strife and conflict. Unrest in the capital is believed to have led to the deaths upon to 5,000 people, although one local official blamed events on nothing more than a festival gone wrong. Sounds like Mexico's not the safest place right now. It's almost as if we might be going there. As if I haven't already alluded to it, and this game is old. So, spoiler alert, late on that. Kidnapped woman found alive. A rancher's daughter, Bonnie McFarland, kidnapped from her home in Henniganstead, New Austin, narrowly escaped death by hanging after a bloody... Sorry guys, my nose is itching. Escaped death by hanging after a bloody shootout between Armadillo lawmen and Bill Williamson's gang at Tumbleweed. The motive for kidnapping is still unclear. Initial reports seem to indicate that it was a crime of passion, but Miss McFarland is a spinster of 29 years. Okay, ouch. Well past marriageable or childbearing age, so this appears implausible. The incident seems to be linked to the recent capture of Norman Deek, rumored to be Bill Williamson's second-in-command. Several men lost their lives in the skirmish, but Bill Williamson's body was not recovered, and it is thought that the notorious outlaw is still at large. Landed Ricketts rumored alive. Perhaps the legends of the Old West do live on into this more modern century. Reports in Mexico suggest that possibly the last of the great gunmen, Landed Ricketts, may be alive and well just south of the border. Mr. Ricketts, who survived the Blackwater Massacre of 1899, who shot and killed both of the Butcher brothers in 1896, amongst many other rumored and verified killing, was long believed dead after a late-night gunfight in eastern California in 1902. Now it seems the last of men who lived by the speed of their reflexes may be still among us. It is unclear whether he will now join a Wild West show. Southwestern Railroad executives demand action. Railroad company officials have demanded the government take action against rising crime and unrest in the region. The railway was supposed to bring peace, prosperity, and the benefits of civilization to the region, but has itself become a target of robbers, brigands, and fare evaders. Officials say that unless their profits improve, they will have to stop paying off government officials with disastrous consequences for everyone concerned. I'm not sure I read that right. That sounds wrong. Well, they will have to stop paying off government officials. Maybe I'm not understanding what's going on here. Isn't that like corruption? Whatever. Many losing faith in federal government. As the federal government continues to tighten its grip on land, property, and law across the entire western region, people are questioning the true motives behind its interference in local affairs, and moreover, whether the policies, institutions, and bureaucracies it has established are in fact less efficient than they were before the federal government promised untold economic and social improvements. However, for most, the West is poorer and more lawless than it was 30 years ago. Travel to Mexico is still difficult. As diplomatic relations between the United States and Mexico continue to deteriorate, travel between the countries is complicated as major routes across the border between New Austin and Nuevo Paraiso remain impassable. Commercial travelers and tourists are being advised against border crossings at this time. Sewage streams through Blackwater. The Blackwater Sewerage Commissioners have announced a solution to the question of discharge of human manure into river system around Blackwater. All citizens are thus required to construct sewage pipes that discharge at a location downstream from the center of town. Currently, the emitted gases and stench are frequently unbearable, and vapors in the water have been said to consume the paint from the bottoms of boats. By safely discharging downstream, this ensures the town and people have performed their civil duties. I think this is joking about the fact that if they do that, that's actually going to be even more harmful to the environment, or just pass off the problem somewhere else. Nate Johns promises change as governor. With the gubernatorial elections looming, Nate Johns delivers a series of bold and impressive speeches this week, in which he promised to have crime and taxes by 1915 and vowed that every household in the state would have an automobile, an indoor toilet, and one literate family member by 1920. Campaigning under the slogan, "Make the West Fair Again," Mr. Johns has been dogged by accusations of corruption and claims that he is out of touch with the common man. Despite his family's immense wealth and influence, Mr. Johns maintains that he's a man of humble origins with people's best interests at heart. Make the West fair again. That sounds familiar. And this game was made about a decade ago. Massacre at Ridgewood Farm. A group of bandits carried out a brutal massacre at Ridgewood Farm in Cholla Springs. Men and women were murdered in cold blood, seemingly with little motive. Armadillo lawmen stormed the farmhouse, defeated the criminals, and freed the survivors. It is not yet confirmed if this was the work of the Williamson gang. If not, beleaguered Armadillo Marshal Lee Johnson has other serious problems on his hands. Chinese workers riot in Mexico. Reports are coming in of riots amongst migrant Chinese workers in Mexico. Chinese laborers, large groups of whom are building both towns and railroads across Mexico, have protested about reduced pay and appalling work conditions. Riots broke out last week across Mexico at building sites following the withholding of wages due to deadlines not being met. Mexican officials blamed socialists along with poor translators. Oh, okay. I see where that's going. Immigration leads us to disaster. The Democracy Platform has announced its opposition to both immigration and the integration of immigrants in the community. With immigrants comes large voting blocks and organization against the majority class and race. Immigrants provide a vast block of unskilled labor, further devaluing the labor born in Blackwater. It is the position of the established class that opposition to immigration is the only choice, whereas these territories can be prevented from becoming completely orientalized. Man, this newspaper is racist. Sorry, guys, just itching my nose. Miscellaneous. In honor of Mary Shackelford, age 19 years, of Ridgewood Farm, her life was taken too soon. Seeking actors for exciting new motion picture projects, contact D.S. McKenna at the Schoolhouse, Armadillo, New Austin. Earl Arrington, age 31, and his wife, Bessie Arrington, age 28, of Blackwater, proudly announced the birth of their 12th child, Francis Leonard Arrington. 12th child? Jesus. Chewing tobacco available for purchase. Wonderful health benefits. Nathaniel Johnson, MD, physician, Armadillo. Norman Deek, age 34, killed in a gun battle at Tumbleweed in Gaptooth Ridge, New Austin. William Feeney, 27 years old, of Ridgewood Farm, has passed away. He will be missed by all who loved him. Room available in Casa Magruder, Nuevo Paraiso. Good price, many nice girls. You got yourself a fine pair of eyes. I think that cheat unlocks you being able to go into Mexico, West Elizabeth, maybe. I could be wrong about that, but that is a cheat for this newspaper. And you can definitely tell how this one kind of alludes that some missions came after others, even though I did them in a certain order. I like doing them in an order that makes sense to me. But you can suggest whatever you want, newspaper. Now, I don't know when the next one will be coming out, but we'll be on the lookout for that. Just in case if you guys are checking them out for the cheats, or just like reading them with me and seeing how this world is and how kind of messed up it can be, honestly. Outside of that. But regardless, let's go kind of finish up Seth's missions here in New Austin so he can help us get into Fort Mercer. He's the last one on our list. We got Nigel, we got Irish, and now it's just Seth left. So, see you when I get the Tumbleweed. This gang hideout is deserted at the moment. There may be more for you to do here if you come back later. Well, I think it's technically... Yes, this is technically a gang hideout. So we still have that to do before we leave New Austin. But I think technically since Seth has a mission here, it forces... What's the word I'm looking for? It will not activate until this mission is done. And I also think it will do this for the remaining stranger mission that we have left in this area as well. So we will get around to doing this gang hideout when it eventually unlocks for us. Don't you worry. But let's go see how we can help Seth find his treasure and make all his dreams come true. Obviously not, since I know how this game ends. That's not what's going to happen, but we need his help again for Mercer, so we're going to do what we can for him.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Huh? Not talking to Seth today? Oh, the old silent treatment. Oh, whoa, hoo-hoo. That's quite a stint.
Hey, Seth. Seth, come back here.
Oh, hey, partner. I was just looking for you.
Looking for me. What? Over there?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Well, see you later, partner.
Where you going, partner?
Nowhere.
Okay. Nowhere wouldn't happen to be where that thing you're looking for is kept, would it?
No, sir. No, sir.
Come on, partner.
Okay, I was just fooling. Partner, you know, the thought of that treasure does funny things to me. According to the map, it's somewhere in that big abandoned house.
Whoa, you got shot in the foot, dude. You alright?
Did you see these fellas?
Dubious as they looked, I figured they must be with you.
Hell, that was fun.
Okay, well, we don't actually have a lot of rival ammo. We're going to switch to the repeater.
Leave it to me, boys. I got an idea. Follow me. I'm gonna lose my temper, mister.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to like me too much. First, I steal their machine gun. I kill their guys when they're trying to get the map from Seth. Just in general, they seem to get in my way a lot. So,
Don't leave any alive.
we're probably not going to be the best of friends.
I need more than you now. Any men joining this fight, or am I just killing women?
Jeez, John. I always forget how ruthless he is with some of these things he says to these people. And honestly, I tend to forget this for the fact that I've played Red Dead Redemption 2 so much lately. But John is honestly hilarious. And I haven't played the epilogue as much as I would like to. John cracks me up with some of the things he says.
You gotta go now. It's our last chance.
Damn, this one's locked. Let's check the back.
Since we're going in the house, we might get in some close quarters. We're going to switch to the shotgun.
Go on. We ain't gonna...
Here we go. Come on, Seth.
Kiss my ass. You better burn the breeze.
Another execution.
Annoying prick. What's that meant to be?
Got to start racking those up, man.
I did all the work. Me.
Oh, you did, huh? Okay, I see him.
That's funny.
Get away from the...
That's it.
Got him.
I like him better dead.
Come on.
Just give it up.
Look out.
Okay. I'm not sure that's the last of them.
I found it.
Put him down.
Sneaky sons of bitches.
Don't think you'll be needing this.
Think that might be the last of them. No, wait. There's one more room. There's one more room.
Just walk in here. at the end of this very long, long tunnel. Seth's gonna be rich after all these years. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's silk sheets and Parisian whores from now on, mister. What the goddamn hell is this? A glass eye?
I'm sure whoever that belonged to treasured it very much.
Stupid liars. Those stupid chicken shit maps. Making a damn fool of me. A glass eye! It's a glass eye!
Stop with the tears and help me with Williamson's gang. And you can come up with another excuse to go exhume one of your old friends.
Hunting dead man's treasure ain't done me no favors. Sure. I'm ready for the living. I'll see you and Mr. West Dickens over at Fort Mercer when you gentlemen is ready.
Not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad for Seth. To go through all that trouble, all that work,
You'll be wanting this no more, friend.
to just find a glass eye. But at least he's willing to help us, so that's a plus. Now, all we have left in New Austin is actually a couple different things. We have this gang hideout for one. We have the treasure maps, which now I actually will begin hunting for. Well, maybe not just yet. I actually want to do the Last Stranger mission that is in New Austin, and then we will hunt for them. This gang hideout, and then we should be finished with Act 1. Technically, we have 2 missions of Act 1 left, but the last mission of Act 1 kind of goes into Act 2, so I usually count it among that.
I'm gonna die alone. Hey, partner, I need your help.
You and every other fool around here.
No, they took her. They took my love. They stole Jim's heart, and they took her away.
What are you talking about, friend?
They took my love. They took Jim's loves by them gangsters. They hide out of Tumbleweed. Can you help me, partner? Partner, can you help me?
I doubt it. But if I head up that way, I'll see what I can do.
Help a fella out, partner. Have a soul.
Look for Jeb's love and Tumbleweed. Jeez, John, let's help the poor man. He's obviously distraught. And we were just in Tumbleweed, so it's a little bit annoying to go back and forth, but hey, we're doing a kind act. The reason I saved this stranger mission later is just because of the fact that it's kind of related to Tumbleweed. And I kind of wanted to do all the stuff in Tumbleweed main mission-wise before we got sent there. Because I just think that makes sense. But after we get done with this stranger mission, we will fully go into treasure hunting. Which is very, very exciting. Because that's how we start making some real money. Well, other than the bounty hunting, of course.
Whoa there.
You looking for me, mister? Yeah, such a sweet sugar. What you doing here, mister?
I've come for you. A mercy mission. Your poor wretch of a man lost his mind. Seen him at Raskeller Fort.
My man? My man's dead. Lawman shot him about a month ago. Shot him in the back, coming out of a cat house. Gave themselves medals. Just like I gave myself to that poor bastard. Unless you've been to hell, you ain't seen no man of mine.
Then where is she?
Who?
Jeb's girl.
Who's Jeb?
Creepy kind of guy. Short black hair, mustache.
Oh, my, oh, my. This is Lucy. This is Jeb's girl. You dumb fool. Took it off him about a week ago.
Then you better come with me.
Yeah. We better get her back to her man, huh? You gonna made my day. What a fine romantic you is. Well, come on, man.
All right, follow me. Come on.
Of course, it wouldn't be a stranger mission without some strangeness to it.
I should never have listened to that crazy fool. No, miss. I was just helping him out.
Well, ain't you the sweetest thing?
I'm just like you, a real sweetheart.
I gotta ask, mister, didn't Jeb strike you as being kinda funny?
Most people out here strike me as being kind of funny.
But Jeb, he's a special type of funny, I'd say.
I'm inclined to agree with you, miss.
Ha! He got you good, mister.
I'm glad you find it so amusing.
Hey there, Lucy. You excited to go back to your special man?
Miss, are you speaking of that horse?
Well, Jeb sees something in her, doesn't he? You think he's gonna have flowers waiting for her?
There's some things I'd rather not think about.
Mister, I gotta thank you. I'm gonna remember this one for a long time.
Come on. Easy. Whoa, whoa.
Mister, you found her, mister.
Oh, I found her all right.
Come here, girl. Come to daddy. Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so strong, yet such a lady. I long to hold you. I missed you so much.
You got problems, friend?
Oh, I ain't got no problems, not now that she's back with me. Oh, I remember a cold night that we spent together. Every night's been cold without you, my sweet thing. Oh.
I thought I was sick in the head.
I told you he was funny, mister. Life out here does that to people.
Oh.
I should know. My daddy kept goats.
Who are you to judge? Completed.
I know. Me and Lucy got some catching up to do.
I do not want to know what catching up you are referring to. But that man loves his horse. I guess you can't blame him. I love my dog, and I've loved my previous pets in my life. Maybe not that much, to that degree, but hey, man. Love is love. Okay, maybe not that kind of love, but regardless, it's nice to see that he's happy again.